Okay, so I already explained that the wrestling is working in Impact Wrestling. It's working. What are some other things that are doing? For one thing, it really does feel. It does have a different feel than WWE. Kinda. I mean, it's not as different as I would hope, but you do feel like it's a more edgy, mature product. And I'm not saying that the WWE being PG, excuse me, where's it begin? I'm not saying that WWE being PG is the problem in WWE. I've always believed that the TV rating, much like how many sides your ring has, does not dictate how good your show is. It's the quality of your storylines, the quality of your wrestling. In WWE, sure, they got some edgy stuff in there, but for the most part, it feels like a show that anyone under the age of 12 can't really enjoy fully. While TNA, of course, they're clearly a more mature, young adult-oriented show, but sometimes they have pushed the envelope, I guess. For example, bleeding for the sake of bleeding. Cussing just because you can. Because, ooh, we're TV 14. We bleed, we cuss. Ooh. Of course, I don't think they do it as much as they did. Now, they fixed that. But still, the point remains, though. And TNA just, it's hard to explain. It does feel, to me at least, it does feel like it's an alternative. You know, maybe not as much as some would like, but it does feel different. And that's a good thing. You can't, if you want to be better than if you want to be just as successful as the WWE, you can't do what, you can't be the same. Because again, if you're the same as your competition, then why would they go to you? You know? Like the Coke example earlier. Name brand, off brand. You know? So yeah, they do feel, you know, like an alternative. You care about everyone on the roster. This is what shocked me while watching like Slammiversary or Bound for Glory or Destination X or some of it on Impact. Wrestlers come out, people cheer or boo. And you're thinking, yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is, it's like everyone on the roster comes out. The audience has some reaction ready. It's not like Jack Swagger, who was a World Heavyweight Championship contender, coming out to no reaction from the fans. Or, you know, Fandango coming out and having no reaction from the fans. You know? It's amazing. People in TNA, they come out, like Joseph Park. The people love Joseph Park. And I remember, like, I was like, that's Abyss, man. What are you Hey, you're pretty good. You're pretty good, Joseph Park. You're pretty good. You know, people love him. See, just all the X Division guys. There's audible noise from the crowd when they come out. You know? And that's a stark contrast from the WWE when sometimes guys come out, there's little to no reaction at all. And that's because WWE, for some wrestlers, they don't give their fans enough reason to care about them. Wade Barrett versus The Miz, WrestleMania 29 for the Intercontinental Championship. I should be excited. Why? I like Wade Barrett. I like The Miz. The Intercontinental Championship is finally being defended at WrestleMania again, but I don't care. Why? Because the company WWE has not given me a reason to care. TNA, on the other hand, granted, I haven't been watching as often, but it feels like they're actually giving their fans a reason to care. They're trying to have the fans care about what they're doing with every star, and that's good. That's important. You know, it doesn't matter if your match is it's the main event or if it's the first match on the card or if you're in the middle. The fans have to care by what you're doing, and if you can do that, then you're set. You know. The titles. The titles in TNA feel like they're the most important titles in the business. They're probably not. You know, considering the fact that we're talking about the same business that has the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which goes back to like, God, 1905, even before then. That's probably the most prestigious heavyweight title you can get. But the point is, the way TNA talks about them, the way TNA, the matches that they have, they feel like they're the most important titles to win in this business. While virtually every title in the WWE feels like a prop, a shiny toy on an action figure. You know, excuse me. And I've already talked about in a previous video. I talked about, you know, me and Jason. We talked about what we did about the titles and how they just don't feel important. TNA, they feel extremely important. You know, the world title, the matches they had for the world title last year. Austin Aries versus Bobby Roode, Destination X, and Hardcore Justice. They were great matches. Hell, Austin Aries versus Jeff Hardy was great. Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries. Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Roode. They were having these great matches for the World Heavyweight title. And why did Austin Aries was the X Division champion? Okay? And he was dominating. But he gave up the title. Why? Because he wanted the World Heavyweight Championship. It seems so little, so mundane. Simply saying, hey, I want the World Heavyweight title. But giving up your own title and giving up your own position in the company just for a shot at the title, that makes that title feel like the biggest thing that you can get in your career. And that's good. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship, granted, I don't like the look of it. I think the gigantic TNA on the center belt is kind of tacky. I prefer, you know, the other TNA World title design, but hey, whatever. But the TNA World title feels like a legit world title. The tag team titles, I love it. In WWE, of course, they had this tag team revolution. It really felt like tag team wrestling was making a comeback in WWE. It felt awesome. For the first time in ages, I actually cared about a tag team title match on pay-per-view. I actually wanted to see a tag team title match on pay-per-view. And now, hell no. Pun intended. I like Daniel Bryan, but I don't care about the tag team wrestling anymore. You know, it's like they stopped. It's like they don't care anymore. Why should I? TNA, on the other hand, some of the matches they've been having for the tag team titles, you know, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, and Kurt Angle and AJ Styles, they had some awesome tag team matches last year. I mean, great tag team title matches. And people cared. They were fantastic 4-star matches for a tag team championship. Bobby Roode and Austin Aries, two great rivals. They come together. Now they're the tag team champions having great matches. Tag team wrestling is not dead, guys. Tag team wrestling is not dead. It's alive in Impact Wrestling. The Knockouts title. You know, of course, It may just because my favorite knockout Lilith Sky is the knockout champion, but still, the point is, there's a women's division in mainstream wrestling I care about. I could give two craps about the Divas division. WWE just doesn't care about them. They clearly don't give a crap about the Divas. Yet with TNA, it's like they're actually trying with their Divas. With their knockouts. Now, it's probably not as good as it once was, but we've seen some pretty good matches on pay-per-view. You know? And Velvet Sky, knockout champion, that's nice. But, anyway, moving on. The X Division title, and I've already said how awesome the X Division is now, but the X Division title feels important. You know? The television title, I mean, needs some work. I don't think it's as far down as the United States Championship or the Divas Championship at WWE, but it needs some help. It needs some work to it. And are the Knockout Tag Team Championships still around? I mean, last time I heard they were defended at Lockdown 2012, but that was the last time they were ever talked about. So are they still? I mean, I don't care, but I mean, if there's any title in TNA that you don't care about, it's the Knockouts Tag Team titles. But I never cared about those. I always thought that was a bad idea. You know? But yeah, the titles in TNA are just, they feel important. And that's crucial. That's crucial. The titles cannot feel like props. Your wrestlers need a reason to compete. And the titles are a tremendous way to go about that. That's your ultimate goal. With whatever, if you know, ultimately everyone wants to be world champion, okay? But you got stepping stones to get there. And if you make your title, if you care enough about your titles to actually build them up and make them awesome, then your fans are going to care about them. TNA is just, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but TNA is doing just about everything right now. You know? There's very little complaints I have about TNA. I can't believe I'm saying that. I have very little to complain about with TNA. And I'm excited. I'm excited for what their future holds. For the first time in forever, I am excited about TNA Impact Wrestling. They actually feel Major League now. They feel completely, totally Major League. And it's awesome. It's awesome to have an alternative product from the WWE that actually feels like a major promotion. So, yeah. There's probably some more TNA videos on this channel now, because, you know, Impact Wrestling is nice now. Hopefully this feeling lasts. Because, you know, TNA, they have been prone to screw things up. Fingers crossed that they don't. So, yeah. I just really wanted to get this video out. Guys, I was the ultimate anti-TNAite. Okay? I absolutely had no care for them, did not like them, hated them, did not want to give them any chance at all, but I did, and I was blown away. Guys, if you're like that, give TNA a chance. Give TNA a chance. Seriously, they might blow you away, like they blew me away. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you right now. Hopefully, later this week or next week, I'll post a WrestleMania 29 predictions video. Of course, I do plan to do a WrestleMania 29 review, but I do hope to have a predictions video up soon. Whether it's just going to be me or Jason and Blake's going to be with me, I'm not sure, but I do hope to get that out to you. So yeah, that's all I got for you. This is Jacob, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.